Hello, sisters. Hello, everybody. I am Iris Omaniwe, and I begin with a little smudging. And I hope you can feel the smudge. It's a really good time for smudging. And I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to share with you some priestess wisdom. And I'm convinced that this is a beautiful circle of hundreds of women and people who really wants to dive into their divine powers, female divine powers, because the world where we are in is in chaos. So I will start within a minute, but first of all, a little smudging for you all. And I will just check out if I'm doing fine with the live, if everything is going fine here. So within 1 minute, we are streaming, I guess. And I'm just watching if it's okay. I guess so. So I want to thank Jessica and the people of the Female Frequency Global Leaders and Healers to invite me and other women to share their wisdom, because I'm convinced in this patriarchal society where we live in, it's important that we come together with women, because we are the catalysator. We are really the creative force of the new earth. So one of the things is when we work together, because I have half an hour, I really want to lead you into a little ceremony so you can feel that female power. We have learned in our society, I'm a Celtic priestess. And when I went to school, I was raised by my grandmother, and I've learned about the duality between the difference between male and female. And when you watch movies, you will see again a big difference between what is a man and what is a woman. And to be honest, my grandma said, no, 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 that's a trap. Don't go into that. And that was very, very important for me to know that I could not live a life according the patriarchal rules in the system where we are born in. So many people who are watching are looking and searching for their roots, their native roots, and we should all search for these native roots because we have them. And we know that with the native roots, we go into her story and we shift from history to her story. And this is what we are doing. We are reinventing the new earth, and we go back to her story. It's the creator's story. And it has nothing to do with, male or female, to be honest. It has to do with spirit, to be honest. So in our Western world, we knew what it is to have a physical body and to show up beautiful and stuff. And we knew little about our emotions. In our schools, we are not taught about how can we let go the emotions into a flow, flow of being. We haven't, we were put on schools to be the mental queens and kings. So we had this mental body who functions very well, but despite our emotions and spirit, for most of us, it was not known because we could not develop that. Because you have to know that generations after generation, even my great grandmother was collocated because she was a priestess. She could heal with her hands, and she knew everything about the herbs, and she was connected with nature. She could talk to animals and birds. And we've forgotten that we have that quality. we've forgotten how to work with spirit. And it is, it's not so hard to really work with the spirit. And working in, if you say I'm spiritual, that means that you work and you've explored your spirit body, because we are bigger than that physical part, because everything what we create comes from spirit. Okay, is the non-visible. And as we were not allowed to work with spirit, and you will see it in everywhere in the world where I'm traveling, I have my priestess groups that gather together, and most of the time I have helicopters flying suddenly above our circles, or we have guardians, or to say we have to stop what we are doing, and then we ask, what are we doing? What do we have to stop? And they cannot answer us. So to be honest, it is very important to know that there are still forces on this earth who does not like women to come together. So I'm very happy with this platform where hundreds of women can come together and share their wisdom. One of the beautiful things that I really want to share is when we are gathering together, that we really go in a place of protection, that we feel protected. So we will make a little bit of that protection. That's very important, because our ancestors in the Celtic ways, and also many native cultures who were confronted with Western people or the white people, they were restrained in their spirituality. The colonialization, I cannot say that word correctly, but has cut into the spiritual, to control people. Because when you cut off the spirit, you can control a whole nation, you can control people. And now women in Iraq, in the Netherlands, everywhere, even in the Eastern countries, are coming into the streets in their revolution. They are really getting wild. Many women are getting wild, and the wildness is the animal who is coming out of our system to say no to patriarchal systems. We believe that we've done that, but now we really have to come out of it. We have to be awake. We really need to know that this is the past. We don't do this anymore. So I need to check one thing, because I need to check a little thing. If you please, let me check something, because I just was wondering if everything, because I cannot see any of the comments, because I don't know if that is working, if everything is working what I'm doing here. So I'm very sorry. So I've been, I hope this is working, because I see I'm live. So I really hope everything is going well here. So I will continue, because I don't know if everybody can see me or not. And it's the first time I do it through Facebook. So I'm very much, because I see some things here that I need to do. I'm very sorry. I hope everything is fine and is working well. So, but I will continue as I'm live. I think it's going fine. So I will trust on that. So I want you to go into, how do you say, we go into a union. We really have to go into a beautiful circle where we come together. And it's a circle of light. We need to make more light circles. And the light circles, we can do it through our spirit. We don't need to be physical. We don't need to be physical there. We can do it through the spirit realms. We have a lot of dimensions, and we can jump into a dimension and gather together. This is what I really want to share with you. We're going to do that. So you just make sure that you are safe, that there is no bell that can ring, no cell phone that can ring, etc., etc., so that you can really sit at ease in your space. And maybe you need to breathe a few times. So you take a little bit of a breathing. You breathe in, and then you breathe out. And the good thing is that you really put your attention in the middle of your heart, and you breathe in 5 counts. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you breathe out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do it a few times with your eyes closed while I'm looking for something. And you repeat it 5 times. In and out. All right. And you do it again. You breathe in 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you stay centered. You close your eyes and you stay centered in the middle of your heart. And I want you to feel the earth underneath your feet, and you connect with the earth, and you send love from your heart into that beautiful earth. And then you will have the response of Mother Earth, who sends all her love back into your heart. And then with all your attention in the middle of your heart, you just imagine your beautiful home star that's sending you a beautiful ray of white light and filling your body and spirit with beautiful white light with stardust. And you let that light from the earth coming up into your spirit body, and then that beautiful light of the home star coming down into your spirit. And you look, and it's like your spirit reaches from the middle of the earth until your home star. And then you imagine that you are in a beautiful cocoon around on arm length around your physical body. And you feel all that light is coming in. It's coming in, and that's your spirit body. And now I want you, with all the attention in the middle of your heart, you just imagine that you are in a beautiful light circle. And on the left side of you, you see a beautiful woman. her light, a spirit. And on your right side, you see a beautiful light being. And then you just imagine that we form a beautiful light circle on this earth. And you just imagine that you see all these beautiful women standing in one beautiful circle with all their unique lights and colors, beautiful lights. And I want you to see that each of these women are needed to create new earth. And then with your eyes still closed, you imagine that your light from your heart is expanding, and it expands and it expands until the light goes into your neighbors, and we are one circle of bright light. Just imagine that. And then, with all the attention in the middle of your heart, we're gonna go back, everybody, in this beautiful circle of spirit. You just go back into time where humanity was created. And we go back into time and space. And we will see a spark, a big spark of creator energy that made humanity, that made us. And feel that spark in your heart, how you were created. And then you feel how much love that the creator put in that spark. I want you to feel it in your heart, all that love that creator put in his baby. And you are that baby. You are that starlight. And feel that starlight and feel that spark. And then I want you to just imagine that that spark is filling your whole body and your whole spirit with all beautiful, shiny starlights. And it shines in your body and outside your body. And then you feel how the circle is filled with golden light. See all that light that surrounds us. Feel that light. Feel that creator love. Feel it in every cell of your body. And just imagine that every cell of your body is like a sun, and it's shining in you. And I want you to feel that love. I want you to feel these little stars, these little lights in your body, outside your body, in your spirit. And it's a spark of creation that we always have. Nobody can take it from us. This is your spark. This is your love. It doesn't matter who your mother or your father is, or where and what family you are born into. It doesn't matter. The matter is that you are a spirit, and you are using a body to be anchored in this dimension, which is restricted by time and space. But that spirit body is so large, and all the magic that we perform, we do it from that spirit. Remember that. So when you feel powerless, when you feel weak, when your immune system need a boost, go back to that spark. And I will show you a very nice technique to go and to have a shortcut to that spark. And it looks like this. Everybody can do it with me. I really love that. So it's like you close your eyes, and what we've just done, you repeat it over and over. It's like a mantra, you know. When we do mantras, and it's a mantra is without mind, to be honest, you know. And with spirit, we do it without the mental body. We do it with the spiritual body, and it's very important that we do that we can do this meditation, that you can do it over and over again. You rewatch the video and you do it, and we can do it together, beginning with the breathing through the heart. 5 inhalations, 5 exhalations, and we do it 5 times, you know, and then we start. And you go into that circle, and you visualize. It's very important, because visualization will change your subconsciousness. That's why Hollywood is sending us all these pictures, and we've put it all these times as a truth, and as a truth how men and female act. But we really have to erase all these nonsense. We really have to recreate what is it to be human. It's not what we think it is. So one of the things we have to implement our spirit body in every action. Every day, every minute of your life should be a ceremony, because you are a spirit. And a spirit communicates with spirits of other dimensions. So you have to remember that we are multidimensional beings. And one of the very, very truths is that we restrain ourselves, we put ourselves in a little bucket when we think that we are only mental and physical and emotional. We really have to reintegrate spirit and ceremony in our daily life. Ceremony for me is that you connect with the earth, with the elements, that everything what you do, whether it is telling something, meeting some friends, eating, making food, you make it into a ceremony. And it is focus and intention that is very important. And being in your heart is the most, you know, is your key to really recreate in the present and bring back the future into the now. So we are running out of time, I see. I still have, I think, like, because I don't want to take some time of other women. I see it's 23:23. So what I wanted to say as well is that that the more we are aware that we are spirits, and it's for women and for men, because I see there is a lot of there are a lot of questions about binary, non-binary, and so on, gender, non-gender, etc. But the thing is, we are evolving. So we, as a human, we are man and female together. Oh, I'm so sorry. And this is spirit as well. Sometimes spirit is interfering and can take some electrics. My phone is off, but still it can interfere. It's unbelievable. So I live on a daily basis with spirit, and it's so important for women that we reclaim that power again, so that we can see all over the world. So please, in ceremonies, see that as well. When you are activating the ceremonies, or you are activating your circles, bring a moment into that ceremony to really see the beauty of the earth, Concentrate on the beauty. It's like with children. When we see the beauty in the child will respond with beauty. So please see the beauty into the world, see the beauty of the trees, see the beauty of the sun, the grass, the animals, communicate with the animal. You can do that. It's not something, oh my God, I cannot do that. Yes, you can, because our birthright is being a spirit in a temporary body, but we've forgotten that we were spirit. So please reclaim that power. You have it in you. You are a woman. Even when you are a man, you have that power, okay? And when we say the power of the priestess, then I see the priestesses, all that are going back into their temples, because that was the sacred ground to reinforce the power, because the electric magnetic field there on certain places on the world, because I work in the Hisech, pyramid of Hisech, I work in Egypt, in Peru, I work on the Machu Picchu, I work everywhere on all kinds of sacred places in Bolivia, in Ireland, in Glastonbury, everywhere. I can tell you a lot of places where I work, but these temples needs us again. We have to repopulate these temples, because what I've seen last time is that the patriarch is cutting off the temples. We really need to reopen these temples and see them flourish, see plants in these temples, water, running water again, you know. And this is, when I came here on this earth, I was very sad to see that there were churches built on our sacred places, because I've been for many, many lifetimes a priestess. And when I saw all these churches blocking energy of our ancestors who were priests and priestesses, that really broke my heart. And here I am again, and you are here again, because I am sure the ones who will listen to this video, you were a priestess for many lifetimes. So reclaim your power and visit these temples again, and really breathe in that spirit who is, you know, it's there, and they will recognize you. In every sacred place, I get gifts from people, from birds, from animals, everywhere where I go, because they recognize me as a priestess. And you can reactivate that power within you. And we do it in a large scale. That's why we come together on this platform. Thank you so much, Jessica, for this invitation. And it's really an honor to be with all of you. And I am not very well in publicity, and I will not make publicity for myself, but I have some freebies on my website, butterflycircles.com. And for me, it's really about reuniting beautiful spiritual people in a spirit way. So, you know, it's really, it's, and then you know, we know it vibrates in ourselves. We're getting wild as women. Look in Iraq, how these women are putting their curtains in the fire. So it's the patriarchy has already been finished since 2012. It's the echo what we are seeing. All the distress and the fears and all these things, don't go into it, and go to your spark. And I will give you one exercise before it's finished. So to get your spark, you close your eyes and you do this. And put this is the shortcut to your spark. It really looks a little bit funny, but you do this, you bring yourself into that spark again, you breathe it, and you feel joy, joy, joy in your heart, and then do it. And this is what I taught when I was little. My spirit taught me this. So every time I needed a shortcut to go out of that conscious, the collective conscious, that many people are in fear and in chaos, Then you go to your spark, what we've done just before. You go to that spark in that shortcut. So thank you for listening. My time is up. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye-bye.